Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranamada.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams actually. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat
Hare
pranam
Krishna
Prabhuji. Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Om
Hare
Namo
Krishna Mataji, pranams Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatu Jaya Mudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavada Sevayam Bhavatya Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. So reading from Bhagavadam, 6th canto, 15th chapter, 3rd sloka. Okay, we'll do only one sloka today. Let us have a good discussion. I would appreciate if if it is an active participation, because it will speak about the what is that, body and the soul, this sloka. So we have studied enough on the body soul, and we have heard enough on the body soul, and then let us have a very good discussion on that. Okay, I humbly request the devotees to raise your hands for recital of actually the sloka. Yes, Venkata Narasimha Prabhuji, please go ahead.
எப்படி நிவர்த்தி செய்தார் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, இதுல ஒரு இது பார்க்கும்போது இதுல ரெண்டு கேட்டகரி.
I think please mute yourself if you are not reciting. This is my humble request. Yes. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Venkata Narasimha Prabhuji was there. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay. Prananandini Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam Mataji.
Pranam.
Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya Yatha Prayanti Sanyanti Nrutya Vegana Valukaha Sanyujjante Viyujjante Tatha Kalena Dehinaha. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Chitra Mohini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams Mataji.
Pranam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Yatha Prayanti Samyanti Stotra Vegena Balukaha Samyujjante Viyujjante Tata Kalena Dehinaha. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Revati Ratnangi Mataji. Surya Prakash Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Yadha Prayanti Samyanti Proto Vegena Balukaha Samyujyante Viyujyante Tadha Kalena Dehina. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Revati Ratnangi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Yata Prayanti Sayanti Stotra Vegena Palukaha Sayujante Viyunjante Tata Kalena Dehinaha. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji.
Thank you,
Pranams.
Mataji. Uma Kulkarni Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Yata Prayanti Samyuktani Srotho Vegena Balukaha Samyujjante Viyujjante Tata Kalena Dehina. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yata prayanti samyanti stroto vegena balukaha samyujyanti viyujyanti etata kalena dehina. Synonym. Yata, just as. Prayanti, move apart. Samyanti, come together. Strota vegena, by the force of waves. Balukaha, the small particles of sand. Samyujyante, they are united. Vyujyante, they are separated. Tata, similarly. Kalena, by time. Dehina, the living entities who have accepted material bodies. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. O King, as small particles of sand sometimes come together and are sometimes separated due to the force of the waves, The living entities who have accepted material bodies sometimes come together and are sometimes separated by the force of time. Purport. The misunderstanding of the conditioned soul is the bodily conception of life. The body is material, but within the body is a soul. This is spiritual understanding. Unfortunately, one who is in ignorance under the spell of material illusion accepts the body to be the self. He cannot understand the body is matter. Like small particles of sand bodies come together and separated by the force of time, and people falsely lament for unification and separation. Unless one knows this, there is no question of happiness. In Bhagavad Gita 2.31, this is the first instruction given by the Lord. Dehino asmin yata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dehandra prapti dhirastatrana muyati. As the embodied soul continually passes in this body from boyhood to youth and to old age, the soul similarly passes to another body at the time of death. The self-realized soul is not bewildered by such change. We are not the body, we are the spiritual beings trapped in the body. Our real interest lies in understanding this simple fact. Then we can make further spiritual progress. Otherwise, if we remain in the bodily conception of life, our miserable material existence will continue forever. Political adjustment, social welfare work, medical assistance, and other programs we have manufactured for peace and happiness will never endure. We shall have to undergo sufferings of material life one after another. Therefore, material life is said to be Dukhalayam Ashashvatam. It is the reservoir of material conditions. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanaya Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayyam Tadati Swapadandikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namastute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पदारूप्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादे पाशातदेशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा मूगं करोति वाचालं भंगुं लंगायते गिरिं यत्कृपातम् अहं वन्दे परमानंद माधवम श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य ईश्वरम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे. Okay. Now we are going to understand the sloka. Okay, so basically what is the background of this particular sloka? So this chapter defines about the instructions given by saints both Narada and Angira Rishi to King Chitraketu, who was lamenting. That means he was falling down in front of the dead body of his son, and then no one was able to console. So when the news reached Angira Rishi, so along with Narada Maharishi, both arrived there, and the first two slokas was like the starting phase. So they were giving about one should not be on the bodily platform. So what is this bodily platform is inclining to us actually. So how we are getting into this, that also one needs to analyze. Okay, how we are getting into this phase. So when we forget the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and if we would like to also lord it over that, that means we want to rule over certain things. Obviously, we are forgetting this the supremacy, and then we are coming to this world. That means this world is the setup made by the Supreme Lord for the survival of the jivas who has forgotten him. So here the soul being, what is the size of the soul, which we have studied in Bhagavad Gita? It is one part of the 10,000 of the tip of the hair. Correct now? So that much size it has shrunk actually, because that much we have level, to that level also we have been forgotten, to that level actually. Okay, so spiritual body has shrunk to that size, the soul has shrunk to that size, and that it has been embodied. Okay, okay, in this what is that, the matter, this, what is that, this body, that is what is a shuttle, gross and the shuttle body, inside that this spirit soul has been embodied. So we are all the parts and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And because of our forgetfulness, we are being put into this condition, that is on the material platform. So after coming to material platform, what we are doing, we are only working towards the progress of the material platform until we have some, that is, insight or the option to know what is the, who are we, and then what is our duty. So that kind of opportunity, if we are getting, only we are able to analyze these things. There are 95% plus that is living entities in this world who don't understand what is the soul and what is the body. And then we all work towards the bodily platform. Correct now? We need a shelter. And if the small shelter is not sufficient, we will strive for the next higher thing. And then even the food also, the tongue taste, because we are all getting what is that, stuck with this jnanendriyas, karmendriyas action, and then as per the mode we have been situated. So this is a spell of the Maya. If we forget, automatically we'll be under the control of Maya. Will be deported here actually. Okay, so here, like how, and in this there is a very nice analogy has been spoken in this translation. It's a wonderful analogy wherein the small particles, correct? If in the riverbed or in the seashore also, if we go, if you, the kids will be playing, they will be making a house kind of thing, and then if the dry sand means, they will not be able to make it up, correct? How much ever they make to get the shape of that house, they will not, the sand in the top also will go down, correct? So it comes to the up position, and then after within a few seconds only it will go down, not all, few. Okay, like that we are all put up in a position as per our karmic reactions, as per the feeling which you are carried with the shuttle body. Near to a particular family we are entering, and then we are making the relationship husband, wife, parents, kids, and supportive relationships also, like relatives, and then other outside relations like a friend circle. We are making relationship here, correct? Those are also look factual, but it is a temporary, correct? Those look factual, it's not an actual. Factual means what actually? That means when we are going to possess it in a permanent way, that is called as a fact. So we are all the eternal souls, that is a fact, we cannot change. That is a tat kind of thing. Whereas the relative truth only, we are actually making it as a strong belief. So that's where we are failing to recognize who we are and what is your duty. So here we are all associated in a family for some time, and over a period of time we'll be leaving the family also. So we come together as a family and then leave one by one. Okay, or in whatever way it has been already destined to us actually. So here the puppet Srila Prabhupada has given very nice actually the misunderstanding of the conditional. There are two types of duties we are having, correct now? So one is the conditional duty, another one is the constitutional duty. Okay, but we forget about the constitutional duty and we are only working towards the conditional duty. That conditional duty also should be in the should be done on the with the intention of the constitutional duty, with the with the mind being on the constitutional platform. So if one is able to perform such a duty, he will not be bound to any of the karmic reactions. But generally, not every time will be on that platform, that on the day-to-day life. Correct? Na? So what Bhagavadam is preaching us is get perfectness. By why we are hearing repeatedly these things? Because we are all forgetful, not only for the actions to be performed on as a duty, whatever is been taught also we will forget. That is the capacity we are possessing here. Everything is less. Our senses are imperfect, and our memory also is not that great. Correct? Na? The memory is like when we are young, we'll be able to recollect many things. As we grow older, we'll forget many things. So like Alzheimer's and dementia, we all get that type of diseases, correct? Na? So in nature, if you are not having that disease also, we'll have that forgetfulness. We'll forget what has happened 10 days before or 2 days before also, we will not able to recollect fully the incident. So like that, what has been impregnated only will be, that means that type of preaching only will help us to become strong. Whereas the spiritual things, by practice, even spiritual also, we will forget many things. We have attended many lectures. Are we able to recollect everything at one point of time? No. Maybe the gist of the whatever the philosophical things that would have been incorporated in our mind and in the heart, that will be there. But the exact words or whatever has been spoken, whatever has been heard, we will not be able to recollect. So that is a quality of the conditioned soul here. Okay, the forgetfulness also is from the Supreme Lord, and the remembrance also is from the Supreme Lord. So he only gives us both. So one must think about the capacity of the what is our situation. What is the capacity we are possessing here? We are very, very tiny particles, and everything is in the short form. Correct? Na? The time is short with respect to time. Time is eternal, but we are separated because of that. We come together based on the timings only, and we separate each other based on the time only. So coming together also is a natural phenomena as per our own deeds, and separation also is as per our deeds, and it is based on the time factor. So Kala Rupa. So when one analyzes this, that is, it is basically a spiritual understanding. If a person is not having this vision, obviously, if a person loses something, he will be lamenting so much, and if he gains something, he'll be showing his false ego. Okay, so both the things actually lead to, even if a person is lamenting, he will go and take a revenge also. Correct? Na? That will obviously, if something I am aiming, I am not getting that, and if the person whom I don't like is getting that thing, means obviously I'll get what? Envious. And then I will see to that person should not get enjoyment in that. So I will start taking revenge of that. Okay, that is also a bounding factor. So there is also a reaction when a person is lamenting, because cursing also may be there. There are different ways we'll get accustomed with this type of reactions. And even the enjoyment, what we will do, we will think that we are the only enjoyer, and then we'll start doing that is the sinful acts, and that also will get into the birth and death cycle. So this cycle will be going on based on our karmic reactions, and there is no way to get out of this as long as the soul remains in the ignorant. That means the soul is not doing anything, whereas the shuttle body and the cross body performs. Correct? The mind takes everything. So if a person is in the mode of ignorance, obviously is totally on his actions are on the material platform, and he thinks everything whatever is undergoing is on the bodily platform. He won't think about the what is that good thing he has to do for his soul. See, actually we eat food to get energy and then to work there and then retain our body in a good shape. That means a healthy way. Whereas the similar way, the soul should also be in a healthy way. So we need to get rid of all the 6 things. Kama, Krodha, Lopa, Moga, Mada, Makshara. If these 6 things are get rid of, that is by taking the spiritual activities, the purification start. That is the food for the soul actually. Okay, so we are separated by the force of time. The family is separated, even physically also will be separated sometime now. We are born in a family. For a woman will move from one family to another family at the time of marriage, and then from there she also expands the family. That's why she is called as Shri. Shri means expansion. So she expands the family, and then that is giving the kids, that is raising the kids, and then they also at one point of time leave the parents, and then they move out for different locations, and at the end phase of that particular parent will be lonely there. Okay, that is leaving the parent alone, and then we sitting in one place. That is not the right action actually. So when the parents have taken care from childhood, it is a duty of the kids also to take care of the parents. Okay, it's like a given, that is, it's a association, that is the responsibility association, that is the duty of the conditional part of a living entity. So that should be taken care. If that is not taken care, that also leads to what? Actually a sin. So every action has its merits and demerits. So a person should always analyze what he has to perform as a duty without getting into the bound of the reactions. So for that, a person should cultivate what? Krishna consciousness. First, they should know who he is actually. So here, this soul which has entered into this body, the soul is embodied in this body, wherein it passes through different phases from the childhood to the youth, and youth to the as per the Bhagavad Gita sloka. Similarly, the soul also, this is a transmigration of soul from one body to another body at the time of death. Okay, so that fact has to be understood. So the body will only change. There is no change in the soul. So we are not the body, we are the eternal soul. Okay, we are all the part and parcel of the Supreme Personality being trapped in this body for some duration and getting ready to get another body after leaving this body. This is the fact one should understand. If you go to and this world is a dukkhalayam, temporary. Here we can see the non-permanent appearance of the happiness. That means non-permanent means it's a temporary. Okay, the temporary appearance of the happiness and distress, and sometimes that disappearance also will be in the due course. That means based on the time, or like the seasonal changes actually, like how we are now passing through the winter, and then in a month we'll be starting with the summer also will start, like spring phase, and then it will start every season. Spring is there, summer season, winter season, rainy season, all those things are there, correct now? So one should not be agitated because of the seasonal changes. One should accept it. That is the seasonal quality. So we have to accept it. That nature one should develop actually. So a person who is not disturbed by these sudden changes, which brings them happiness or distress, is steady, and then he is eligible for liberation. That is these are spoken by Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we have to understand that actually that which pervades the entire body, you should know to be indestructible. That is the quality of the soul. How actually it is getting spread? By the five vayus: apana, prana, vayana, samana, and udana. Correct now? Because of this five vayus, the tiny, the invisible soul part is getting spread over. That is the characteristics of the soul. It is getting spread all over the body. That means the consciousness is getting all over the body. No one is able to destroy. This is an imperishable soul, whereas the body is a perishable. That one should always remember. So this is also a wonderful sloka. So we are not that means living entity cannot be slayed. Okay, that is no one can slay the living entity. So even if some murder happens, it is for the murdering the body, not the jiva will leave the body, whereas the body only get slayed. So there is nothing kind of in slaying and all for a living entity. Only the body is getting killed. So with that knowledge only, Krishna was chastising Arjuna to wage the war, get up and wage the war. So these are the quality of the soul. The soul can be neither be birth or death at any time. It's a time immemorial, like how the Supreme Lord being the Anati, and then we are all the part and parcel of Him. We are also from that time immemorial, we are there. So there is no death or birth for this soul actually. So here, and then He has been there in earlier also, and now He is present, and future also He will come back. So it is a unborn, like how the Supreme Personality of Godhead is being unborn. So these jivas are also unborn, eternal. So these are all the qualities which are common to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and us. Whereas the quantity wise, we are different. We are only Anuatma, and then Supreme Personality of Godhead is the Vibhuatma. Okay, we cannot compare with it. Okay, so everlasting and primeval. So he is the first person. So like that, the jivas are also they also came from Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he has been there from time immemorial. We cannot slay the jiva, whereas the body only can slay. So with this, we should not think if somebody does murder, so we should not speak on the spiritual platform. It is on the material platform. One should actually discriminate actually what is that. Okay, so like this, there are many characteristics of the soul we can speak, and then one should understand what is the what is that we need to strive for here. Whether we need to strive for the whether we need to strive for the material benefits which entangles us here, or one should work towards the spiritual progress, taking the shelter. Progressive path means ultimate shelter. So one should think about that. So how do we achieve that? By performing the devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but under the guidance of a Guru. So under the instruction of a Guru, we'll attain fast. Okay. So otherwise, the directly we are praying to Supreme Lord, it will not make successful, because there won't be a proper guidance, and then no one is there to judge or tell us somewhere we have went wrong also. Correct now? So because of that, we'll continuously do the wrong things, and then achievement to the perfection will not be attained in a smaller timelines. Whereas the Tattvadashi, being the Guru being a Tattvadashi, he will be able to guide us. So those are all the important things in a person, any living entity's life, in order to reach the goal. Okay, with this I conclude today's session, and then I put forward in front of you. I would like have a good discussion here. Feel free to speak out actually. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. If everyone is silent.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Pranama.
Pranam. Yes.
See, Mataji, my revelation is we have been in this con for quite some time. We read Bhagavad Gita. We understand what is the Atma and the soul and the body and all that. All this 2.13 Dehosmini Yada Dehe Kaumara or 2.20 Na Jayate Mija Karachan. Atma, this soul is not born or it is everything. But when it in this material life, suppose our family member, somebody is suddenly met with an accident, are you not having that feelings? Because the body, as long as the body is there, the relationship is there. So you feel it. We know very certain that is all temporary relations. And one more thing, it's not criticizing. The great archer, some of the senior authors, is they have the families. Then they go and they meet their parents and the other people. But what are their reaction? Will they how they remember the old pastimes, their childhood and all that? What will how they will react? That's also at times my feeling.
Okay.
So Yes, true. But what I know recently, some calamity happened. Very good, my brother explained. Because I know this, I have been experienced, I have been taught like this by several acharyas. My sorrow was very limited to that small, yes, temporary. I was just 5 to 10 minutes. Then I was kept quiet.
Yes.
I'm this my sharing my feelings and revelation. Please
Correct.
tell me. Tell me. Yes, as long as the body is concerned, we have the relation. So we feel it.
Yes. It
The
should be.
sorrows and sufferings will be there.
Yes. There is nothing kind of thing devotees will not suffer.
Mm,
Suffering is common for all the living entities. It
yeah.
is how the devotee takes it up and how the non-devotee takes it. Okay. Non-devotee takes it up, that is only the life. That is the only life. So if you go for only the material platform, Prabhuji,
Yeah.
so you will see only in the perspective of the material platform. And do we accept that the true love comes when we start loving the Lord?
Yeah.
That one
That's true.
we
That's
should
true.
we
Yeah.
should accept. Okay.
Yes.
Say we would have loved our family before Krishna consciousness. Yes, really we have loved the family, but there may be something kind of thing unconditional we cannot tell.
Mm,
Unconditional will not be there. There
yeah.
will be some expectation. In purports of Srila Prabhupada also, as we have seen, like wife has an expectation from husband. Even kids also have expectation from the father, that we have studied. So there is an expectation. So love means what? It is an unconditional, without expectation. We don't know what is the true love which has to be shared with the others. So when we start loving the Supreme Lord without any, that means that without any expectation, love concept will come that time only. So this we would have realized 100%.
Yes,
Maybe
ma'am.
the level of realization may be very small. It's fine. Something is better than nothing. Instead of being sometimes we become so cold-hearted. This is before Krishna conscious, I'm telling, not after Krishna conscious. Now we'll understand if we do like cold-hearted, we only will feel very bad about us.
Yeah.
Why you have behaved like this? That means we are retrospecting our own mistakes. That's where it starts actually. Now retrospecting other people's mistake is not the right way. That is the bodily concept. We have two types of duties. One is the conditional duty, another one is the constitutional duty. The constitutional duty is the service to the Lord. By rendering the constitutional duty, one will become perfect. Okay. So we should not go, that is, whatever we are speaking with others, we should think about the situation of the others, not putting ourselves situation there. I am knowing what is soul and what is the body and all. We should speak with the similar platform people in that way. If we are going to speak with a material platform person, they will think we are a mad people and they will think how crude we are.
Very true.
Okay, we should not speak the things which is not accepted by the others. We should see the audience where to speak and what to speak. That is very, very important. Okay.
Mm,
So if the opposite person is not in the same platform, means we need to console. We need to make them grieve. We need to make them come out of that situation. We should give the moral support, but internally we pray to the Lord to give that family right direction and give the strength to balance that situation. Okay, especially if a person dies in the family in a very young age, that is a irreparable loss actually for that family. For example, a father in the family dies at the age of 31, 32, and having two kids or one kid, and only the mother has to take care, means that will be a very, very problematic situation. Okay, if the mother is not educated that much and she doesn't have any job to take care. So you need to think about all those things. That time, if you go and speak soul, body, soul, that is our ignorance, we can tell. What to speak, where, and all we need to analyze. So whatever possible in the material platform we need to do, and then pray, and then whatever you are doing is as per the mercy of the Lord we are able to do. That credit also we need to give it to the Lord. So every action we need to put ourselves in the Krishna conscious mood. That will help us to become perfect. And what type of action to be performed in front of the others. If we are not thinking about that, obviously we are like a what is it, ignorant person following certain things. It is a sentimental way of following the regulations or whatever it may be. The realized thing. So that's why we hear more Bhagavatam stories. Why we hear actually, we need to become more compassion.
Yeah.
So when we get into reversals, we need to be more compassion for the others, not for our oneself. That's where if you are more compassion for ourselves means we are on the material platform. If you are compassion to the situation and the suffering person, then that is very much required actually. Okay, so one should not one should see everyone is a jiva, and they are all the that is the spirit soul, and then the part and parcel similar to like us only. So there is no discrimination in the soul. So if you think on that platform, obviously the material discrimination also will it will vanquish in the down the time, that like eternal time will take it off it. Okay, the distress and happiness is for a temporary period only, this place, and whatever action we perform also is there. If it is on the bodily platform, is temporary only. The association what we are having as a husband, wife, all. So you should not get into a what is a hatredness or detached in the sense I don't want to speak or actions with others. That is not the way. You should be more concerned, more compassionate. So that is very important. That's how this attitude we will develop once we do the devotional service to the Lord. Once we establish the association with the Lord. So that mentality will come automatically. We no need to go and extraordinarily cultivate that. Once you do the things with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, your love, affection, offering, whatever is there, if you are doing that, it will obviously, it will get inculcated in our things also, in our actions towards others. And then they will also understand us in the right way. They will come to know about us. This is how we can make a good association. Okay, not on the material platform, on the that is from the spiritual platform. They will also follow you. So one should make them to realize. That's the realization one should get. So that will help us the elevation of that particular the person also in the spiritual way. So we
We
should
got
become
the
a good.
relation. Yes, Mother. We
Yes.
got the realization.
Yeah.
The substance that lust, greed, and anger was substantially reduced.
Yeah.
Always in Krishna consciousness. And the Hare Krishna mantra has brought us in a very
Oh, yes.
substantial improvement in our
Yes.
attitude, thinking, you know. But as you said rightly, in the subtler situation, if you are involved in the situation, you will have the feelings. If
Yes.
you are away from the situation,
Like
observing like,
I am a soul.
yeah,
I will treat everyone
no, these
soul
all
only
is
means that is wrong. Okay. So
right,
you
right.
should, that is an
Get
immature way of
calm.
behavior.
Yeah,
We should
that
not
is
do that.
that is
Okay.
there.
So you need
Yeah.
to go to the opposite person's level first.
Yes.
Okay. Then only. So like how yeah, pure devotee, Uttam Adhikari, he will
Yes.
come to the Madhyama platform and then preach actually.
Yes,
Right
Mata.
now. So
Yes.
a teacher or a preacher should come to the as per the audience level, not for their level of understanding. Okay, and that realization or understanding also should be at par with the realization of the parampara. That is a guru's realization. That should be there. Then that is the right way of giving the knowledge to the devotees. If it is whimsically, we should not give the instructions. That is wrong way actually. So
That's why that material attraction is substantially reduced for us now, because we have that frequent mingling with this satsangs and all that.
yeah,
So that not to drift away
do
to the
prayers,
material.
Prabhuji. When
Yes, Mataji.
yes, do some extra rounds. Even my mother.
Still,
Yeah.
because of the relations, at times you will
Yeah, it
be,
will be there.
yeah,
It will time will
yeah,
only heal. It will take time.
yeah,
Leave it to
yeah.
time and leave it to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it will take time to heal. Any action, it will take time heal. Correct now? For example, if Atma, whatever we have read here in Bhagavad Gita only, the Atma desires. It wants
Um,
something. But how actually it desires, that's it. It is not putting any action there. But immediately the shuttle, the mind takes into account and it puts in the thought process and it concocts. And then it will become a strong desire, becomes a strong desire and then determined to achieve that. And then it strives for that with the use of this gross body. Correct? Na? But once it completes the task and whatever the actions or the reactions of that, the mind accepts immediately, it will never accept. If it is a reversal, whether we will accept? No. No way we'll accept actually. So it
Yes.
takes time. The working of a soul is very faster and it is lesser by the shuttle and even more lesser by the cross body. So the body adjusting to one situation, even if you go to some location from one place, for example, if a daughter is in US, there the climatic condition is different, correct? Na? In different seasons. So your body has been accustomed. This thing, when you grow older only, you will be realizing more because the body is no more having the capacity to accept the things as it is. So the cross body adjusting to one particular seasonal condition also is very, very tough. Even though the mind takes acceptance little early, body will not accept. So every situation there is a gap. So we need to think about that. So how actually the gross body works, how actually the shuttle body works, and what is the function of the soul, and what actually the soul need, and then what are the needs of the gross body and shuttle body, and how we can reform ourselves. So if one thinks about this, obviously they will be able to take the devotional service in a full-fledged way. So the demand of the soul is giving the spiritual thing. So that only makes the soul happiness. Okay. So performing devotional service to the Supreme Lord. So that is the important thing which will make the shuttle body and cross body also fine tune. It will take time. So this one small example I can tell. When we started Krishna consciousness, morning Mangalarti we were not attending. Correct now? Initial phase we were not attending, even though the teachers would have told.
Yeah.
In fact, I didn't attend maybe for 6-7 months. I was not aware of what is the importance of Mangalarti because that much ignorant I felt actually. Now I'm able to go back and think how much ignorant I was. Okay. So I was not attending. And then later I came to know when I went to Mangaluru, ISKCON, that time it was in the old place actually. It was there performing one small services only like cutting vegetable or whatever it may be. So inclination towards Krishna, it was a blessing, mercy of the Guru Parampara and all. After coming back from the Mangalore, I started offering. Before that I was not offering anything to the Lord. So during only the festival times only we'll offer or something water or small fruit only I will be offering. But now whatever we cook, it has to be offered. So that taste it got developed. So only by the mercy of the Lord we'll be able to achieve this. Okay, only by the mercy of the Guru Parampara we'll be able to achieve this. So this body also should get adjusted. Now it will take time. So first the mind has to accept, and then the intelligence also should give the direction, and again this gross body should act. It will take time. Acceptance will take time. Once we are becoming strong, and then now without Mangalarti we cannot survive. That much we have become. Correct now? So Mangalarti is very, very important. So after reading so much, that is Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada's book. So performing devotional service in relation to Lord, whatever small activity also is a devotional service. So one should strive for that. One should have an inclination towards that. So if you have an inclination, obviously that leads to the purification. So unwanted stuff will go off and then we'll be retained with the whatever stuff we need to be. And then with that, we will be able to perform the activities. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
In
you.
one line, Mataji, where
Yes.
Lord Krishna is there,
Yeah.
there is no Maya. Where
Yeah.
there is Maya, there is no Lord Krishna.
Yes.
So all this is Maya, this temporary
Yeah.
but real, though factual.
Yes. It
but,
appears to be factual, but
not unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. But this we think as real.
Yeah.
So naturally, when you think real, you have these feelings. When you come to conclusion that it is unreal,
Yes.
though factual, it is
Yes.
though factual that we connect with bodily relation.
Yes.
So gradually we have to develop that Krishna conscious relation. The
Yes.
other body also we should see. It is a
Yes.
bodily relation, a wife or a daughter or something. So as long as body relation is there, all these feelings and all are there. But when we think, that is a spiritual relation. God has given this particular body with this spirit as my responsibility.
Yes.
Then parallelly, if we develop spiritual relation only, one can go in Krishna consciousness together.
Yes.
Otherwise, one is left as a body, other is going as spirit.
Yes. The swing moves this side. It has to go back to this side also.
Yes,
Correct,
Mataji.
na? So it has to. Then one that is called as a sway. Correct, na? So like that, every action has its completeness also. And even, for example, one more small example also, like we have with a full drum full of rice actually. Today we are going to cook. Rice means the upper portion of the rice will be cooked and we'll cook and then we'll offer to the Lord. But then one day the bottom portion of the rice also will become cooked now. So it is also used. Only the time is the time factor only is different. It is like after 2 months we may cook, but today we are going to the top portion. So like that, everyone has come here for some purpose, but the real purpose one should know. Okay. If one starts realizing the real purpose, obviously the other purpose are also become fine-tuned. Okay. Whether he has to continue or not, that also will be taken care. Okay?
That's why our Acharya say, do not forget Krishna, always remember Krishna.
Yeah,
It
correct.
should be there, always in there. Then this material attractions will be reduced to a large extent.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Wonderful.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining.
Yeah,
the morning.
we have not given room to others, Mataji. Some people have raised their hand. Sorry for them. It will be, the discussion is benefited by two
So
or
nice of you,
other.
Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Mataji, one
Kaj.
sentence Mataji. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna Mataji,
yeah,
one sentence only.
yeah, Mataji, please.
Yesterday I heard one lecture,
Okay.
Prabhupada, he was saying that just think yourself to the living force within the body. Just think that, not the body itself. Then we will not suffer. That's true, Mataji. Because of our bodily conception only, we are suffering all these three tapas, all these miseries, all the material lives. Thank you, Mataji.
One more thing also, Prabhupada used to tell in his lecture, material platform actions are like a skin disease. Okay, so that's also the thing. Actually, we need to understand. So whatever we do, the decorations, everything, okay, that and all is a skin disease only. We should take care of our real duty actually. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Mataji, there is a Bangalore based on ICF one WhatsApp group is there. I
Okay.
was they post the small books of Prabhupada and
Okay.
Bhagavatam also small reading and small
Okay.
book reading and beautiful books they are since 1.5 years I am following.
Okay.
All Prabhupada books they post it, Mataji.
Okay.
And very nice,
If it
Mataji.
is Prabhupada books, I think let us speak with Mataji and then we can post it in the group also here. You can share it, Prabhuji. But one thing is, let us take permission from Mataji. Maybe Mataji will be back tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So that time we'll be able to speak with her and then we'll take the permission. Okay. If it is Prabhupada book, I think we can post it. Not an issue.
All books they post. I don't think whether we can trade copy and paste here. I doubt.
Oh, okay.
Because that is a perfect, they have locked it. That I
Okay.
don't know much about computer. I think so. I
Okay.
tried to send to my friend. It's not accepted.
Okay.
Oh, it
Okay.
is not allowed.
Okay. Okay.
Most